This is how the year's going to go. We're going to set it up for you guys. So we're back. 15 out of 16 state titles. We're going to tack on another one. And then, you know what? I'm going to take you right to the banquet. This is going to be the menu at the banquet. You're going to have the antipasto. You're going to have the ziti. There's definitely going to be some chicken parm. Mrs. Weiler's going to have those chocolate tennis rackets next to each napkin. It's going to be beautiful. Victory's going to be sweet as always this year.
You were like 15-0 when your mom wasn't here, and when she was here, we had to send her away.
I don't get it. My mother's perfect in every way and form.
The 2018 season is behind us, and as part of the montage, Jonathan asked me to say a few words about the seniors, and so I agreed to do so only if they would do the same.
Gary, thank you for everything you've done for me and this team. You've been more than just a tennis coach. You taught me and everyone else who has gone through your program lessons on integrity, grit, and respect. When I was in a bad place after surgery last year, the entire team came to my house for a pizza party to cheer me up. They were always there to support me, and so were you, Gary. You kept your promise that I'd play in states if I was cleared by my doctor, and that journey gave me hope for the future and confidence that I could always thrive, even after such a hardship. The team has always been a brotherhood, from our several hour-long meetings to our early Saturday morning practices and to the constant scheduling changes throughout the season. We stood together.
In all seriousness, when I think of this senior class, it breaks my heart that it's over. So I just chose a word that sort of comes to mind when I think of these kids. For Steven Dampf, it's real easy. Life trumps tennis. When Steven sent me the pictures of him in the hospital last year, I was frightened. And I think the fact that Steven went through that in sort of an undaunted way speaks volumes to who he is as a person. And when I look at him on the court, I look at him through a different lens than I ever have before. So for Steven, it's courage, and he reminds me of it every day he steps on the court. I've got two people helping me this season. One is Jeremy Schwartz. Those are back in, Matt Peterson is my assistant coach here. So playing number one today for Weston High School, Sebastian Casillas. Playing number two, Matthew Sidney. Playing number three, Grady Tarzian. Playing number four, Nicholas Moy. Number one, Dubs, Reed Brostoff and Steven Dampf. Playing number two, Drew Birkin and Stephen Blinder. Playing number three, Tony Fontana and Mason Aspar.
Nice shot.
How you feeling there, Sebby?
Dead. I'm dead. Whoa, Reed Brostoff is too good. Here we go, Nick. Here we go, Nick. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Do you have any comments for Dan Frank?
No.
Hey Seb, I want to introduce you to somebody. Her name is Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Hi. Oh, it's going to be a tough battle. Hopefully we can pull this one out in the second.
Nice
This is my significant
Just
other.
for today.
Don't tell Gary.
You have any words of wisdom?
Just hit the ball where they're not. Win more points than they win.
You're gonna be a good coach.
Thank you.
The hair is amazing. It's like perfect. I mean, now that it's a year later, can you understand what I was going through on the other side of the fence first time you played dueling?
Yeah, I got you.
Now, I know you were a little taken back. A lot of swear words were coming from the other side of the fence, and it looked like it was coming from the coach. And it
You know,
seemed
so it looked
appropriate
like
at the
it.
time.
Yeah, I got
But
it.
come on, 3 sets with dueling?
Yeah.
One day I was on the ground when I needed a hand, then it couldn't be found. I was so far down that I couldn't get up, you know, and come on, life's losers, even my friends, my accusers, and in my head, I lost before I began. I had a dream, but it turned to dust, and what I thought was love, that must have been lust. I was living in style when the walls fell in. When I played my hand, I looked like a joker. Turn around, fate must have woke up, 'cause Lady Luck, she was waiting outside the door. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, and I'm gonna 10, I'm losing again.
It's about frickin' time.
So our one singles is going to be Lucas. One doubles is going to be Aaron and Cam. Two is going to be Neil and Josh. Three is going to be Chris and Brian. The four is going to be Declan and Seth.
I'm winning, yeah. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, and I'm gonna 10, I'm losing again.
So this is it. This is the end of the season. An end of a really amazing and special time for me that I'll never forget. Actually been on other tennis teams, coached by different people, and I think until I was on this team, I never really understood what the true meaning of a team was. It was funny, the first thing I heard was from Reed Brostoff. You know, the first thing he told me was that this really is a brotherhood. And I don't think I really understood what that meant at the time. Now I just love being around these guys, love being a part of the brotherhood. It's just so important to me. I remember Miss Chorizo introducing me to Coach. We shook hands and she pulled me to one side and said, you know, don't worry, you know, he's a little rough around the edges, but once you get to know him, he's great. And there were different times where I wasn't really sure if I could continue on the team, continue competing, continue giving 100% effort. And I remember Coach really telling me he had my back, and there were points where he literally told me, I'm not letting you leave. I'm not letting you stop. We need you. You're a big part of this team. Coach is just an unbelievable mentor for me. He's somebody I really look up to.
When I think of Steven Blinder, I think of when I'm on the highway commuting and I see an SUV and it has a paw on the back and the sticker says, "Who rescued who?" I'm not sure whether we rescued Steven or whether Steven is rescuing us. So the word for Steven is equipoise. There has been this absolutely equal exchange of his enthusiasm, what he has brought to this team, his just raw connection that he forges with us. And then I think he has equally benefited from being a part of a team that just welcomed him with open arms. It just blended in seamlessly. The other half of that word is poise, which is also a big part of Steven Blinder. It has been the most amazing 2 years with you being part of us, Steven. And I know in your heart that you know it's been an amazing 2 years for you. So
I need you guys to win the states, boy. That's what I'm here for. I need it. Good to be out here supporting the boys. I'm calling 2 games before Matt takes off his sweatshirt. These boys are gonna take it all.
Vamos.
I have complete faith in Team Weston. Looks like Reed knows what he's doing out there. Reed knows what he's doing. Seb knows what he's doing. Look at that.
Let's go! Weston tennis is the best.
I heard you guys talking about
We're the biggest fans in the car. Go, go.
Right?
Nice of you come support your boys.
Oh yeah. Here we go, Reed. Go Weston! Yeah, Weston! Yeah.
Way to go, Reed!
Look at those
Great
muscles.
shot by Reed. He popped his pecs afterwards.
Go Weston.
Go Weston.
You proud of your brother?
Yeah, I'm very proud.
Anyone
I'm very
proud of
proud of Reed.
Yeah.
We stick to our guns, we love who we love, and we wanna have fun, yeah. We cuss on them Mondays and pray on them Sundays, pass it around and we dream about one day, 'cause this is how we roll. Come on, we hanging round, singing down everything on the radio. We light it up with our hands up. This is how we roll. This is how we ride. We're slanging up the mud, cutting through the countryside. Baby, this is how we roll. Yeah, this is how we roll. This is how we roll. Yo, LB, let's go. Yeah, this is how we roll. This is how we do. We burning down the night, shooting bullets at the moon. Baby, this is how we roll.
These seniors, they serve as excellent role models for the underclassmen. I can definitely say I'm happy to just finish strong with them.
The seniors are just so inviting that everyone feels welcome. Matt Sidney is pretty good at this. If someone's hurting, he'll come up to them and approach them, comfort them, you know, make them feel at home.
This is my first year playing tennis as a sophomore, and I found all of them just included us really well.
Yeah.
Is that Reed?
No.
Anything you want to say to the seniors or anybody in particular?
Nope.
Last year you had a lot of very nice things to say.
Oh, of course, and this year, honestly, maybe even better. Love these guys, can't get enough of them. You got Reed and Steve out here, you got other Steve over there, balling out every day for the boys. You got Seb and Matt just killing people every day. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Really, I think the perfect senior class. I think they encapsulate intelligence, good playing, smart playing, and really what the brotherhood stands for. And one of them is my brother. So
You want to
that
say
helps.
something specifically to your brother?
It's been a good 2 years, but you're gone, and I'm here. So bye.
Well, you know, Matt really taught me how to count during warm-ups with his 9s.
I can agree with Adric. I know how to count now.
But I just gotta thank Steven Dan because he kind of taught me how to play tennis. Nice of him to do.
This man right here.
What about that Seb guy?
I think he waters down all the other Sebastians.
Yeah, totally.
Tennis team.
Yeah, this one's like pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
They are very inspiring, interesting people. They've helped me out with my game a lot, and it's been fun. I taught Steven Damp how to juggle, and he's not great at it yet, but he'll get the hang of it someday. And he'll be a good juggler in the future, maybe join a circus.
I'm a freshman, but I think they're a great group of kids. I love watching them play. I appreciate all they've done for the program, and we'll keep their name in the legacy of Weston Tennis.
I just want to say seniors are awesome. They're too good.
Just to thank the seniors for, since we came in as freshmen, doing it really team welcoming. A lot of fun.
Who is that, Lily? Is that Drew?
I don't know. Who is it?
Everything good? Heart rate up above 50 yet?
Probably not.
Probably
My
not.
partner, Steven, great kid, great to play with. Kind of sucks at doubles, but he's getting there.
What about the others?
The others?
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I love them. They're good guys.
Well, they're great leaders. We all look up to them, and they're great role models for the rest of the team.
Let's be honest here. Ever since freshman year, the seniors have been carrying my ass and the rest of the team's ass the whole year, whole season. We wouldn't be where we are without them. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Nick.
He's talking about me, right?
Reed Brostoff.
Let's see who that is.
I couldn't have asked for any better guys to spend my 4 years with on this team.
The seniors on this team, me, Matt Sidney, Reed Brostoff, Steven Damp, and Steven Blinder, probably the most unique group of kids that I'm with every day. It's such a fun time. It's what I look forward to do. I know they have my back always. Reed's my best friend. He's always there for me. Matt Sidney, my co-captain, such a nice guy, brilliant, so intellectual, really, really influences me in so many different ways. Steven Blinder cracks me up, like one of the funniest guys out there. Steven, you always keep things interesting. You're silent but deadly. You're a killer lefty player, and you're a lot of fun to have on the team. So overall, such a great group of guys, and I'm really gonna miss them in the next, after this year.
Seniors, actually, I joined this team 2 years ago, and seniors have been just so instrumental in making me feel part of this team, making me feel part of the brotherhood. I love these guys, they're brothers. First time I played Dooley, and I lost to him. Matt came up to me and was consoling me after the match. It was just a really important moment. You know, he knows how much he's helped me out through this team, and he's an unbelievable guy. Seb, honestly, just another amazing captain. Steven and I have so many laughs on the team. I think at the expense of everybody else, but that's okay. And then, of course, Reed. Reed and I go back at Worcester. We've had so many stories that I probably shouldn't share right now, but I love him like a brother. He's family. They're all family.
Fourth year of the tennis team at Weston High School. Matt, what do you think it means?
It's been a really good time. I mean,
Hell of a ride.
Hell of a ride. I've loved being with these guys. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Talk about Seb.
He's a douche.
I don't really know how he got on the team.
He didn't even have to try out.
He didn't win a single match in tryouts. I don't know what he's doing here.
He used his parents' money to get on the team, I'm pretty sure. That's the rumor I've heard.
Now they wanted diversity.
He learned English by about his junior year, and I mean, now we're kind of friends with him.
He's a funny addition to the team.
He's a very funny addition, actually.
I'm very glad he came along. Despite what he might seem like at first sight, he's a gigantic goofball.
Savage.
I just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. Yeah.
Steven Dam?
Good kid. Good tennis player.
You got anything to say about Matt?
I hate Matt. Look at him. Stupid sweatshirt and his superstition. Fat, too.
The seniors have all been very hardworking. Wish them best of luck in college.
I'll never forget the experience that I had and the opportunity to share, be a small part of the huge thing that these guys have done in Weston tennis. Reed, Steven again, Blinder. It's a gift to have him in my life, to see how far he's come. And Matt, and of course Sebi. Yeah, I can honestly say from my heart, I love you guys. I wish you the best, and be proud of yourselves for everything that you've accomplished. And be grateful also to be part of such a solid program and from a great community with families that we have here.
After a crushing defeat at the hands of Bunnell, the Weston High School boys tennis team is getting a lecture from Coach Gary, the Bear, Rainier.
I cannot believe how poorly you did out there. Blinder, we get it. You like to do impressions. But next time you serve, give it a little more Isner and a lot less Callens.
You boys need to step up your game. You are hitting to the 5 quadrants like I told you last year.
Yeah, the word quadrant is the prefix quad. Ergo, there are 4 quadrants.
Why is Brostoff even playing today? Last time I checked, he was on a shit list. He didn't respond about coming to cans and bottles. I thought we had him permanently banned from the roster, just like Moy when he didn't come in for the Chinese translation.
Because I'm a tennis god, I could beat Seb in my sleep. I just choose to let him win.
Okay, Reed. Reed Brostoff, everyone. I will never clap for Reed.
Mom, I forgot all my stuff. Can you possibly have that brought to me in 5 seconds or less? Thanks.
Coach Matt, did you shave your leg? Wow, that's embarrassing.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh no, everyone gets to the middle school gym. We're doing some fitness now, boys.
Everyone, Reed Brostoff!
That wasn't part of the skit.
When these 5 seniors arrived, I wasn't sure what to do with them, and now that they're seniors, I'm not sure what we're going to do without them. They've been pretty extraordinary. We'll save all the real gooey stuff for the banquet and the end of the season stuff.
What are we gonna do today, boys? Win! 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go!
What are we gonna do today, boys?
Win!
Again! Win on 3! 1, 2, 3, win! What are we gonna do today? Win on 3! 1, 2, 3, win!
Number 2 today, Sebastian Casillas. Good luck out there. 2 jobs, Ishan Donnie, Matthew Sidney.
Go, Matt Sidney.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. May you stay forever young. May your heart always be joyful, and may your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. May you stay forever
Good evening, gentlemen. Just finished dinner. It was a nice penne pasta with a vodka sauce with some meatballs, a mixture of duck and lamb. The wine, it's a Fattoria Carpanetta.
Good evening, everyone. I just finished up dinner for the night. The main course was a sausage consisting of duck, bison, antelope, albatross, unicorn, and just a little bit of Birken's liver. I finished that off with a fine red wine, but just isn't doing the trick quite yet. So Gary, he's much more than just a coach. I mean, he's just someone that I'm always talking to. I mean, it's always interesting conversation. He's one of the funniest people that I know. I mean, he has stories for literally everything. There have been so many times where it's October or November. I have some important class to be going to, but instead I just stay in his room for an hour with Seb. I mean, he's always thinking about his in-season, out-of-season. He cares so much, and I think that's the main reason why we as players and teammates care so much. When I talk about the tennis team, the first word that comes to mind is easily brotherhood, and then maybe tennis. We're all very close with each other. Being at tennis is just one of those places where I feel comfortable saying absolutely anything, and everyone else feels comfortable doing the same. I mean, Reed certainly has no filter. I really don't think it could have gone any better than it did. From seniors down to freshmen, we all really got to know each other. I think everyone had a really good time. But yeah, you can tell how close the team is, just because, I mean, every year, the players who have graduated and gone on to college, every year they come back, and it's just every time they're in town, like, we make sure to hang out, whether it's at a tennis thing or we're just going out to grab dinner, and it's just, I can't wait to come back and visit next year and the year after that.
I don't think there's a single thing that Matt Sidney does where he doesn't bring more dignity than most adults do to any situation and any sort of arena. I have to sometimes, in my drive home, think about how does Matt pull this off on such a consistent basis. He is just all about fairness. He is all about seeing the world from comfortable and uncomfortable angles. There are just few people with a conscience and soul like Matt Sidney has, and it has been a simple pleasure to call him my friend.
Forte, Roswell. Know I mean, the streets are getting a little crazy. Look at here. Look at shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack. And besides, dirty cats talking to her, buying her fake furs and taking her to the fever. Quiet as it's kept, they ain't even it's been. She spends his Franklins, hit the malls with her friends. But to real girl, living in the way to go, Maddie! Way to go! Cause it's Saturday night, so Mr. Funk Master pump the BGs. And all you college students playing Ouija's. Check the spelling R-E-F-U-G-E. Get the CD from Sam Goody. You ain't even close with the rhymes that you wrote. Don't be mad.
30 all, 5-4, third set. Let's go.
I'm more than just a rhymer, you still a small timer. Hoping at the game, treat that ass a little kinda. Every step tango, your beat don't concern me. I'm eating mangoes in Trinidad with attorneys. My crew slang flow worldwide like a carrot. Whip to every spot where nobody got insurance. Rubber doing the math, you ain't half the exotic. My man's playing true, you forget about it. Ho, just a new sense, like my influence. Well recognized, you alive trying to do it. Got juice, told your lady, sweet nuts, baby. Smooth and charismatic, automatic, you gon' save me. God bless the day, that's my son supply. You strive to teach you, baby. Stay alive and alive.
What do you think of the match?
The only 3 words that come to mind: about frickin' time.
There you go.
We got a great team this year, top to bottom, 1 to 22, deepest in the SWC. Big hopes.
About freaking time.
Who are you going to prom with?
Reed Brostoff.
Oh, good choice.
It's about freaking time.
Hallelujah.
You guys were really in sync there.
We're married.
Wow. Way to go, Tone!
This is over today. This is over today. This has to be over today.
Sebastian Casais, Matt Sidney.
You miss it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Nothing really ever changes though. It really feels the same when you come back and you see Gary.
I hope you guys had a fantastic season. I hope it was as fun as us.
I don't know, we got something special going here with Weston Tennis. Keep it going. Special enough to keep everyone coming back.
Grady Tarzian. Ooh, nice forehand. Another nice forehand.
Hello, Declan. How are you doing today?
I'm alright.
How's the match going?
It's going well.
Favorite player? Favorite player?
I don't know.
Give us a player, Declan.
They're all awesome today.
Declan, give us a player.
No.
Brad. Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Would you like an interview, Matt? Would you like an interview, Matt? Matt, here, we're interviewing you. This is Matt Peterson. That includes the interview with Matt.
Here we go, Sam! Looking good, Sam! Here we go! go, White! Let's go, White.
Let's go, Grady. Let's go, Nick. Strong serve by Nick. It's Declan Farrell watching track instead of tennis.
Hi, Steven.
Reed Brostoff and Steven Dam warming up for their game. Good luck, guys.
Looks like the team's doing really great. Matt and Seb are killing it at 1 and 2 singles. That's amazing. We're following them all year. I'm just excited to see how they do at States.
Let's go, Sebby!
Hello.
Coming back to beat this kid.
Yep.
Coming back to beat him. Going to the third set. Nice job. What'd I say?
Nice job.
Really good. Missing the team big time. It's looking real good. Looking like an SWC championship. Knock on wood. Heard it's been a great year. Got something special going. Let's keep it up. Love to see it.
Yep.
It's about freaking time.
Exactly.
Despite the genetic deficiencies that is inherent in this poor boy, he was still able to climb up and win, even though he made it interesting for everyone involved. And if his father had hair, he would have lost it during the match. But thank God it's already gone. Go Reed, baby. Play like a champ, baby.
I think it was real clear as we got into the regular season that there was a two-horse race. There was a lot of great matches. That one doubles match, man. You guys are playing some serious high-level tennis. You guys won the Colonial Division, and you're runners-up for the conference, so it's a fantastic season. Joe Barlow, congratulations. And on the boys' side, your seniors are experiencing something that is very rare for high school athletes to experience, to win a conference every year that you played in it. It's not just handed to you. I see how hard you work all year long. I see all the lessons you take, all the practice matches you play. You guys don't stop, so it's well deserved. Congratulations on your 4th consecutive. Congratulations.
Congrats. The regular season has come to a close. Next week's a work week, and Saturday we start the real march.
That's it, I'm crazy. That's it, I'm crazy. That's it. That's it. That's it, I'm crazy. That's it. That's it. Oh, but when the night is deep, you find me in the streets, asking me to come over. That's it, I'm crazy. That's it, yeah, you're crazy.
Coach has been an extremely influential mentor. He's taught me so many different practices and values and things that I can live my life by. He's taught me how to be a leader. He's put his faith in me. He's trusted me to make decisions for the team. Coach is constantly trying to push us past our limits, becoming the strongest version of ourselves on the court and also off the court. He's always there for us, no matter what it is. And I hope that I can come back to Weston, go to dinner with Coach, Matt, and I, maybe Reed if we let him. The Brotherhood is a group of guys who love tennis and who are there for each other. It's really something special, and it's something that has meant so much to me. It's influenced so many different things that I've done in my life, and those are things that I'm going to be taking with me throughout my entire life.
Seb has a sense of sensitivity. He has a sense of modesty that makes every word that comes out of his mouth sincere, accurate, and genuine. I just can't think of a single exchange with Seb where he hasn't been anything but sincere, deciding some of the most difficult decisions that Matt and Sebi and I have made over the last 2 years. I know that when I sit down with Mr. Dignity and Mr. Sincerity, that we are going to get to higher ground, that they are not going to say what I want to hear. We are going to have an honest and hard conversation about what needs to be done to get this team from point A to point B. And yet, in that 2-year period, I have never had a moment where I had to remind them to do their job, to put the team ahead of themselves, ever. As a coach, I cannot think of a greater luxury than the 2 kids that have led this team. This is the library in our house, and this book I'm reading now is called How to Get Drew Birkin to Move His Feet.
Give us just one victory, it will be alright. We may feel about to fall, but we go down fighting. You will hear the call if you only listen. Underneath it all, we are here together, shining still. Give us the will, rise again, show us the way. Someday, just one victory, and we're on our way. Talking about pray for it all day, fight for it all night. Just one victory, we are going to be alright. Someday,
The tennis team for me has been an unreal experience. Even since freshman year, it's been my favorite time of the year. It's the brotherhood and the competitiveness and how well this team is structured and executed, nothing else compares. As for Gary, he's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met in the world. He's just like that Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man in the world. He's always got a story to tell. It's not just his amazing charisma, but it's also how he coaches our team, how he gets things done on and off the court. Gary's attitude and his way of approaching things in life, Bear Code, he really inspires his players to have that mindset, and it's truly something that's always going to stay with me. I am so grateful to have Gary as a coach, and I'm going to miss him so much.
Every time Reed arrives, people smile. It's contagious. It's infectious. He has almost an animated, cartoon-like smile when he's doing his Brostoff thing. So the word for Reed for me is, and I'm sort of old school, but effervescence. Everybody's chemistry changes when Reed joins the circle or the group. whether it's laughter, whether it's anger, whatever it is. Like we all just sort of are locked into what Reed's saying and what his attitude is and what his outlook is, because he is truly one of the most entertaining kids and one of the most positive kids I've ever had.
Crossroads and start feeling mixed signals like Morse code. My soul start to grow colder than the North Pole. I try to focus on the whole of where the torch goes. In the tradition of these legendary sports pros, as far as I can see, I've made it to the threshold. Lord knows I waited for this a lifetime, and I'm an icon when I let my light shine. Shine bright as an example of a champion, taking the advantage, never copping out or canceling. Burn like a chariot, learn how to carry it. Maverick, always above and beyond average. Fuel to the flame that I train with and travel with. Something in my eyes say I'm so close to having a prize. I realize I'm supposed to reach for the skies. Never let somebody try to tell you otherwise.
There's something in your heart, and this in your eyes is the fire inside of you. Let it burn. You don't say good luck, you say don't give up. It's the fire inside of you.
It's about freaking time.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving them starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, and the picture
About
cannot
freaking
never
time.
for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill this is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he f***ing with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire. And Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but
It's about freaking time. All state, baby.
8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it giving?
It's about freaking time.
No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew all around is one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike. Nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those other fellas he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure.
Good evening. The 2018 season has come to a close. This season's over, and I have to say, there's a sense of completion with this, but there's also a sense of sadness that it's done. This is probably the finest group of seniors that I've had, and one of the most extraordinary four-year runs, and I'm going to need a hell of a distraction to put this season behind me. It just was an extraordinary journey. I want to thank all of you parents, kids, for putting up with me. This one's a tough one. This is a tough goodbye. One of my students wrote me in a card about 20 years ago that there are no such things as goodbyes, only new beginnings. 2018 ends the way we wanted it to. It's sort of fitting that this particular team did not come away with a singles or a doubles title, but owns the team title. Because I think that says a lot about who you've been, who you are, and who you will become. So let's move on. Let's enjoy the rest of this evening, and let's celebrate 5 of the most extraordinary seniors that I've had the actual pleasure and blessed to be a part of their lives. Oh, by the way, there's one more thing we have to do.
I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door. I can't take anymore. It's not you, you let me down again. Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. You are my toy, but I could be the boy you adore if you just let me know. Although you are true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find